The engines of the Cora Railway are one of the most hard-working engines in England. They are the power behind the main line, branches, and industries all around them. This is the Cora Railway. On the Cora Railway lies Fensworth. Fensworth, like Wington, is a big station, although it is not too busy. This is due to the lack of engines helping out on the line. Occasionally, the engines from Southall arrive with either goods or passenger trains. However, the controller felt it wasn't enough. Today, Kerr, Gideon, and Terry were at the sheds resting.
You know, I think this line could use more company.
You said it, Kerr. I think we need more engines.
I don't know. I kinda like the amount of engines here.
Are you crazy? It doesn't feel like enough to me.
We could use some more help, Terry.
That's why I have news.
Oh, sir, you scared me.
Dearest apologies, but I have bought 2 new engines.
What are their names, sir? Also, just remembered something. But aren't there already 2 other engines that work on this line? Pete and Wilfred, if I remember correctly.
You shall wait and see. Besides, they're stationed at Southall just in case one of the other engines break down, like Atlas, Isaac, or Marcus, for example.
Later, the new engines arrived, and much to everyone's surprise, the 2 new engines were tender engines.
Kerr, Gideon, and Terry, I'd like you 3 to meet.
There's a lot of tender engines on this railway.
Shush, Gideon! Don't be rude!
That's not necessary, Gideon.
You 3, I am still talking, you know.
Of course. Sorry, sir.
Well, these 2 are Brandon and Dave. They were bought from the Midlands and sold to the Cora Railway.
Nice to meet you, too.
It's nice to meet you guys, too. Indeed.
Alright everyone, enough with the chit-chat. Now that we are all acquainted with everyone, let's get to work. Brandon, I want you to take a small passenger train to Bagton. Dave, I need you to take a small passenger train down to Wington. Is that clear?
Of course, sir. Crystal clear. Righto, sir. We'll get to it.
Brandon and Dave settled in well to life on the Cora Railway. They both did their jobs efficiently and without delay. It was not even a few days that Brandon and Dave had been there before something had gone wrong. Kerr was at Fensworth Station getting ready to take his passenger train down the line.
Be careful out there, Kerr. The viaduct is not too sturdy.
Don't worry. I will.
Kerr whistled and left the station. He was going at a decent speed, and the wind was blowing in his face, which gave him a calm and cool feeling.
Today is a perfect day. Nothing can go wrong.
You really have a high attitude today, don't you?
Isn't that me every day, though?
You make a point, though.
But then there was trouble. 1 minute, Kerr was on the track across the viaduct. The next, his wheels caught on something protruding from the rails. He laid there dangling dangerously over the side of the viaduct. It was by pure luck that Brandon had been puffing past.
Car, you're right.
Brandon, please help us. We're gonna die.
Do you always have to be so dramatic during tense situations like these?
I was just trying to lighten the situation with humor.
Well, you weren't helping!
Alright, please stop bickering. I'll be able to get some help.
Brandon had moved the coaches, and Dave happened to be passing by. and Brandon told him to take the coaches with him as well as his own passengers. Brandon soon got a strong winch attached to the back of Kerr.
Alright, are we ready, driver?
Yep, we're ready to help Kerr.
Brandon heaved with all his might. And with a great pull, he managed to get Kerr back onto the track.
You saved me. Thank you, Brandon.
No problem. It was nothing. We didn't want you to fall off the bridge.
Kerr had to get some minor repairs at the works, which took a few weeks to get done. This dilemma caused Gideon, Terry, Brandon and Dave to cover Kerr's trains while he was away, which Gideon did not like one bit, and he complained about being overworked to the others.
Why did Kerr have to go in for repairs? We're overworked as it is, and him being absent doesn't help.
Oh, do you ever stop complaining? It's like an ongoing cycle for you. Exactly. Now, would you please just stop it already?
The new engines have a point, Gideon. You should start bickering already. I'm getting tired of it, and I'm your driver for goodness sake.
Seriously, Gideon, it's getting annoying. And we were quite alright this morning. Don't ruin it with your whinging.
Fine, I'll stop.
Gideon rolled his eyes, but he kept on complaining. The other engines kept him in line until Kerr got back. But one thing was for sure, Brandon and Dave would be known as the Highland Warriors from now on, because they were so brave. And the five are now all good friends.